This channel is proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop RPG where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. You will find the links in the description and in the pinned comment. And the Red Room Publishing. Please check out the link to their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released the Wretched Armageddon, Dark World War II setting. Definitely check it out, you will find the link also in the description and in the pinned comment. Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring the Nightfell core book. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this setting for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, where the sun has been murdered and darkness has taken over, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about my favorite character class of this core book, the Vampire, progeny of Asstoria. Urmen's vampires are the Blood Moon's offspring, and therefore eternally opposed to the clergy of Mirithlen and the lunar cult, who hunts and persecutes them, and not without reason. Those vampires who have not tamed their predatory nature are organized into small families, whose leader is usually the vampire who bestowed the gift, or transmitted the contagion, depending on the point of view, to the other members. There are, however, those clusters led by the acolytes of Asstoria, mother of all vampires, who often found settlements of their own. Finally, there are those who, unable to come to terms with what they have become, condemn themselves to a lonely and roaming life, lost in the eternal desolate night of Urmen. As a vampire you have several powers, but also a few weaknesses. During the full moon lunar phase, vampires cannot enter a dwelling unless they are expressly invited by an occupant. And during the full moon lunar phase, vampires have disadvantage in attack rolls and sight-based wisdom perception checks when they, or else the target or the subject of their action, are directly hit by the moonlight. When it comes to more standard features, you are pretty decent when it comes to hit points. You are proficient in the use of light armor and simple weapons. Your saving throws are based on strength and wisdom. When it comes to skills, you can choose from athletics, stealth, arcana, history, perception, deception, just to name a few. As a vampire, you feed upon the blood of others. This blood grants you temporary hit points, and your bite becomes more damaging as you level up. You also have the gifts of Asstoria, such as Dark Grace. As a bonus action, you can improve your mobility, increasing by 10 feet any jump made by the end of the turn. Choosing this gift twice allows you to cast the Featherfall spell at will. Choosing this gift 3 times allows you to cast the Levitate spell only on yourself once. Then you regain its use after you complete a short or long rest. You also have Body of Mist. As a reaction when you are hit by a melee attack with a weapon that is not magical, silvered or grim, that deals slashing or bludgeoning damage, you can reduce the damage by 1d4. Choosing this gift twice extends its effectiveness to ranged weapon attacks and attacks that deal piercing damage. Choosing this gift 3 times allows you to cast the Gaseous Form spell only on yourself once. Then you regain its use after you complete a long rest. If your level is 4th or lower, Gaseous Form ends at the end of your next turn. And these are just a few of the many gifts. As you continue leveling up, you will obtain improvements and advantages when it comes to saving throws, your resilience, that is, you can even be taken to 0 hit points, but you remain at 1 hit point instead, if you have at least 1 soul point. You also have the Mask of the Beast. You can sacrifice a fragment of your soul and humanity to turn into a real night predator. And at level 20 you can actually use the Mask of the Beast feature without spending any soul points. When it comes to your dark paths or subclasses, you have the Dark Path of the Scarlet Soldier. This is all about being a monster in melee. You gain proficiency in the use of all martial weapons, shields and medium armors. Your hit points increase and all of your attacks are more damaging. You also have the Dark Path of the Pale Hunter. This is all about being stealthy, fast. and taking others by surprise using your bite. You also have the dark path of the Night Mystic. This is all about being a vampire that specializes in spellcasting, to the point that you can actually regain spell slots through your bite by draining the energy of others. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the new backgrounds. I really love the vampire class, and it is so versatile. You could have 3 vampires in the same party, and they could all specialize in different things. The Night Mystic could be the spellcaster of the party, the Pale Hunter, the rogue or thief sort of character, and the Scarlet Soldier could be the tank or frontliner. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel through PayPal or DriveThruRPG, the information will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment as well. And remember, roleplay solves everything. Once again, thank you and see you later.